Okay, this is part 2 of the homework. So, in this homework assignment, we have to find the volume. Okay, we have to find the volume over here, and then find the surface area following the closed cylinders. So, it's not like this word sum here where we're talking about a pool and a tiling of the pool. Let's find it. It's going to be. Okay, it's not this one because a pool, it only has one circle at the bottom over here, but a closed shape. So they're closed cylinders. All right. So to find the total surface area, so let's find that. The TSA, total surface area, is equal to 2 times my base area. Okay, my base area plus my perimeter of my base shape multiplied by my height. Now, again, we're going to define what these things are. My base shape, it's a circular prism or it's a cylinder. So my base shape is a circle. Okay. The height is the part that's making it into 3 dimensions or adding a volume. And that is this thing here. It's this reference here, this 15.3, that is expanding it into a prism. So we want to work that out. So the base area is going to equal to a circle, so it's going to be 2 times pi and the r squared, and my r is going to be 4 squared, plus the perimeter of a circle. Another name for perimeter of a circle is the circumference, which is pi times the diameter, and it's going to be diameter is 8, okay, multiplied by my height of 15.3. Plug that into your calculator, and what do you get? So we're going to take 2 times pi times 4 squared plus pi times 8 times 15.3. And we get 772 over 5 pi. But now we want it in 2 decimal places. Do they ask 1 or 2 decimal places? They want 1 decimal place. So let's put it to 1 decimal place that they asked. So it's 485.1. And the unit is, what's the unit? They're centimeters. Okay, the unit is centimeters. So it's going to be centimeters. But we're finding the area. So it's going to be centimeters squared. Okay, finding the volume is going to be my base area. Okay, multiplied by my height, okay, which is going to be pi times 4 squared multiplied by my height of 15.3. Plug that into my calculator and I'm going to get pi times 4 squared times 15.3, and I'm going to get 769.1 centimeters cubed, and it's cubed because it is a volume. So the next one we have here, again, it's a cylinder. So we've been given the radius, we've been given a height. Okay, so we find the total surface area. Okay, the TSA is equal to 2 times my base area. Okay, my base area is going to be what? It's going to be a circle. There's my circle. This is my base area. Okay, what's my height? My height is the thing that makes it into a prism, and then that's this here. Okay, so we're going to say plus my perimeter of my base, which is going to be the circumference, multiplied by my height. So we get 2 times pi times 7.6 squared plus pi times 7.6 is the radius. So what is the diameter going to be? It is going to be, yes, that's right, 15.2. Then multiplied by my height of 3.8. Plug that in the calculator and tell me what you get. you're going to get 2 times pi times 7.6 squared plus pi times 15.2 times 3.8. And you're going to get 544.37, which means 1 decimal place, so that's 0.4 centimeters squared. Trying to find the volume now. You're going to say it's your base area, okay, multiply that by my height. So we're going to get there, the base area is going to be pi times 7.6 squared, multiplied by my height of 3.8. So we get a volume there, so we plug that in together, we get pi times 7.6 squared, multiplied by 3.8, sorry, and you're going to get 689.5418. So we want that 1 decimal place, so it's 689.5 centimeters cubed. If you don't put your unit, it's wrong. You're going to lose points. Okay, looking at the next bit of the homework here, we need to, a hardware store sells cylinder water tanks of varying sizes. Copy the table below and use the formula for the volume of a cylinder to calculate the missing dimensions. Give your answer correct to the nearest liter or centimeter. All right, so remember all units are in the equation must be the same. So we've all been given centimeters, so the only conversion we have to give here is the liters, and we've talked about that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters, which is equal to 1,000 centimeters cubed. Okay, so there we have a centimeter and there we have a centimeter. Now, what we're going to remember, okay, for this formula, they want the formula volume of a cylinder. Now, the volume of a cylinder is equal to, okay, let's just copy it over. So the volume of a cylinder, remember we say it's a base area multiplied by my height. So volume of a cylinder is going to be pi times r squared times h. So we can write that out. So the volume is equal to h times pi times r squared. Okay. So we can use that knowledge here, okay, where we can apply it. So the volume is equal to my h times pi times my radius squared. So if we're given the radius and the height, we can find the volume. If we have the volume, we can find the height. Okay, so let's fill in this middle portion here first, this middle portion here. So my radius is 38. So what is my diameter going to be? It's going to be twice that size. So the diameter here, it's going to be 76. Okay, the diameter is 110. Half of that's going to be the radius. So it's 55 centimeters. And then so on and so forth. We can carry on the list. It's going to be 61. 71 times 2 is 142. Over here it's 90, 240, 220. Okay. But now we have to do something here. We're going to find the radius and then we can work out the rest. So let's work out the volume first. Now for this first one, we have volume. Okay. Volume is equal to, okay, what's it going to be? H times pi times my radius squared. We already have that from this here. Okay, we found what that is. We have my height, okay, 108. Okay, we have the radius. We know what pi is. You can plug it in your calculator. And we know what the radius is. The radius is 38. squared. So then we just have to find out the volume. So we plug that into your calculator, and you're going to get 108 multiplied by pi multiplied by 38 squared, and you're going to get a very big number of 489,937.66, 2 decimal places, centimeters cubed. Now, they don't want centimeters cubed, they want it in volume. Okay, they want it in liters. So they want the capacity. So we need to do for every 1,000 centimeters cubed is 1 liter. So we need to divide this by 1,000, and we're going to say the capacity, okay, capacity there is going to be 489.94 liters. 489.94 liters. All right, for the next of them, it's going to be exactly the same procedure, so I'm just going to write in these values. All right, so I have left some of these values here. Now to find these values, take a moment now, pause the screen, and you can check your answers. How we find these, again, we just have the volume is equal to height times pi times r squared. We found that by defining this from our volume formula. Volume is equal to the base area multiplied by my height. Okay, so it's the same formula. If you're just putting it into my calculator now, it's again and again. So I'll go back, and you have a moment, you can copy them down and see if you got them right. All right, so for number F and for number G, you have to work a bit backwards. Okay, so let's do that now. So we're going to have another page here. We're going to say the volume, okay, is equal to what? They gave us something else. They gave us the capacity. The capacity is equal, let's look for number F, it's 10,857. So again, capacity is 10,857 liters. Now to change that to volume, we've got to multiply by 1,000. So we're going to have this much, 10,857,000 centimeters cubed. Big numbers here. Okay, so to find the volume, okay, of a cylindrical prism or a cylinder, circular prism is going to be the base area, okay, multiplied by my height. Now, we are looking for my height over here, okay. So, if we have a look, what we can do, we can plug in our things, but do you see that my height is going to be over here? So, we have been given the radius, there's it there, 120, and using this volume, we can find what the height's going to be. So, we can plug in our known values, we can know what the volume is, okay. We know what the base area is, it's a circle, so it's going to be pi times my radius, which is 120 times 120 squared, because it's r squared, area of a circle, multiplied by my h. So we're going to have that. We're going to have now 1085712 zeros is equal to 14400 pi times h. So we can divide by both sides, okay, pi. So then we can see here, we're going to divide both sides by that value, okay, 14400 pi. So this pi over here is going to cancel with that pi. This 14,400 is going to cancel with that 14,400, and we're just left with h on the right hand side. So we plug this into our calculator and we get what? We get 0.1085712 zeros divided by 14400 pi, and we get a height that is equal to 239.99 centimeters. Okay, 239.99 centimeters. So we can write that in here, 239.99 centimeters. Okay. So for number G, it's going to be exactly the same. So I'm just going to plug out these values here. I'm going to plug out this one and this one. I'm going to do the same thing, but now different values. So we plug out our different values over there. Okay, we're going to get 301.0 many zeros, so it's going to be 0, 0. 301 centimeters. Now, to find H and I, we have to do a little bit more maths running around. So we have to solve what the radius is. So I'll do the first example with you. Okay, so it's 15,607. So 15,607 liters. There's the liters there. So to get it to volume, we have to change it. So it's going to become 15,607,000 on the end there, centimeters cubed. So my volume formula is equal to, again, my base area multiplied by my height. So we have 1560700 is equal to my base area pi times my radius squared. That's the radius, what we're looking for, multiplied by my height, and my height being 345. 345. So we can solve that now. So multiply out the brackets is equal to 345 pi multiplied by r squared. We can divide both sides by 345 pi. Okay, divide both sides, 345 pi. That's going to cancel with that, and therefore we're going to plug this in and you're going to get an answer. But now don't clear on your calculator. So you say 1560700, and then we put in a fraction divided by 345 multiplied by pi, and you get an answer. Now it's a big answer. We're going to write it down here, 14399.60114, and it can go on and on a bit more, which is equal to r squared. Now, to get the square the other side, we have to root both sides. Okay, so there's a quick way to do this. We can say r is equal to, we're going to say in your calculator without clearing anything, you push the root button, okay, and then next to your equal sign, there's a little ANS button, answer. So root answer equals, and you should get out 119.9983381. Now I want two decimal places. So have a look here. This one is going to round up its 9 to a 10, but it's going to round up that 9 to a 10. It's going to round that one to a 10. So it's going to be equal to 120.00 centimeters. Okay, your rounding is important. You must learn how to round properly. So okay, we're going to get here. So it's 120.00. Okay, so my diameter is just twice that size, so it's 240. Okay, now it's going to be exactly the same thing for I. So I'm going to do it slowly with you guys again. Okay, we're going to get here 19,453. So we have the capacity of, what was it? 19,453. 19,453 liters. So we have to change that to centimeters cubed. So using our conversion, that's 19453, and then multiplied by 1,000 to get centimeters cubed. So now we have it in volume. Volume is equal to my base area. Okay, there we go, area, multiplied by my height. So we have a volume here of 19453,000. Lots of numbers there, be careful. And our base area is going to be pi times r squared because it's a area of a circle, multiplied by my height, and my height here, there they gave it to us, 430. 430. Okay, so we can say 19453,000 is equal to 430 pi multiplied by r squared. Now we're going to divide both sides by 430 pi. Divide both sides, 430 pi. So we're going to have, that's going to cancel with that and just have r squared. So we're going to have, plug this in your calculator and you're going to get 19453,000 divided by 430 pi, and you're going to get an answer of 14400.1912 is equal to r squared. But now we need to root both sides. Okay, so my r is equal to the root. We push our root button, and then we put the answer a and s next to the equal sign, and we say equals, and we get a radius there of 120.00079. I want 2 decimal places, so it's going to be equal, the r is going to be equal to 120, 2 decimal places. So my radius is going to be also 120, okay, and my diameter is then going to also be 240.